Hey, welcome back to another junior geometry video. We're going to chat about nets in this video. Now, a net is a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional shape. In other words, it's a 2D shape that can be folded up to get a 3D shape. Now, let's just quickly, before we show you a few examples, show you what we talked about in our last video, which was prisms and pyramids, the definition of prisms and pyramids. So here are two prisms. They have a face at the front, which in this top example is 6 sides, so it's a hexagonal prism. In this bottom example, it's a 3-side face, so it's a triangular prism. And the definition of a prism is the cross-section stays the same as we move along the depth and the end is identical, right? Now we're going to go back and talk about pyramids for a second. A pyramid basically is got a base. This example's got a square base. I've just rotated it around, and then all corners, all vertices on the base meet up at this point called an apex. So that's a pyramid, right? So there are prisms and pyramids, right? Well, now we're going to chat about nets and what 2D shapes would fold up to make some of these 3D shapes. Let's start with a cube, right? This is a net for a cube. It's got 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of makes a T on its side. All sides are equal because the cube's got 4 equal sides, and I'll show you basically how this works. I'm just going to rotate it around to get a better view at it, and then I'm going to grab these sides and fold it up to make my cube. There we go, doom, lovely cube. So if I unfold it again, you'll see that the 3D shape's been unfolded. I'll rotate it back to my 2D net. So this is the net that makes up a cube. This is a net that would make up a cuboid. Now a cuboid is a lazy way to say a rectangular prism. So I'm going to fold it over. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to rotate it first. Rotate it first to a better angle. Now I'm going to fold it up to make my rectangular prism or my cuboid. So there's the net that makes up a cuboid, right? And this is what a net would look like. Right, what about this net? This would be a net that, if I rotated it around, boom, and then folded it up, it would be a net that makes a triangular prism. Triangular prism, right? Let me unfold it again and rotate it back. I could move that around to somewhere maybe about there if I wanted. It's still going to be a triangular prism. I'll show you why. Let me rotate it around to its side and fold it up. It's just a triangular prism that looks a little different. It's got no right angle in it. Right, so there's a net that makes up a triangular prism. Right, what's the next thing? Well, we better chat about this net. This net is a net. I wonder if you can figure it out. It's got a base as a square, and these 4 sides are going to fold up. So let me see if you figured it out before I show you. I'm going to rotate it onto its side, and I'm going to fold up these 4 triangles, and hey presto, I've made a pyramid. I've made a pyramid called a square-based pyramid. So let me unfold it once more, and this is the net that makes up a square-based pyramid. Right, I think I've covered everything. I'm just going to go back to my cube for a second and show you one last thing. If I showed you, that's the one net for a cube, right? That's one net for a cube, and if I show you what I mean, I've folded it up. But mathematicians have managed to come up with 11 different nets. I might just make that a bit larger. 11 nets that make up a cube. All those nets make up a cube. All right, well, that's us done for nets. So thanks so much for watching.